Okay, hello guys. Today we're gonna go through my board wipe deck again. Yeah, but there's a couple of a couple of things I want to do before we go through that. Uh, we're gonna go through my poison deck, my white poison deck, as it were. Because there are a couple of cards there I want to put in this deck, and I want to remove those in my white deck, poison deck kind of thing. So let's just see what cards we have in here. I do believe that there are a couple of cards in here that are very viable for my board wipe deck. So let's just get started. I need to just find it first. So this video is not gonna be about this deck. I'm just gonna remove a couple of cards in here. If I can find them, of course. Yeah, there's one of them. Yeah. So this I want to have in my board wipe deck, and the reason for that is that he's a bit expensive. It costs 12, but in my board wipe deck I have a lot of lands. I have more lands than usual. So this is gonna be really good in there. Yeah. So let's just continue here. I believe there is another card in here. No, it's not that one. And this deck also has all my bubbleheads in there. I got the luck bubblehead, the intelligence bubblehead, and everything in there. And the charisma bubblehead, of course. So this might be good though. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Okay, so then I've removed these two cards here from my, well, sort of poison white cheap sort of deck here. And the reason for it is because this one is too expensive and this one is pretty useful in my board wipe deck. Yeah, because I get to tap all my opponent's creatures, and then this one comes in, and I get to eliminate one player from the get-go, yeah. So that's good. So what I'm gonna replace those cards with then, you may ask. Well, I got a couple of alternatives here that I've thought out. And of course, these cards can be only white. So yeah, but I have my cards in here. One of these cards is this, Sunscar. It says here, you may remove 2 white cards in your hand from the game rather than pay Sunscar's mana cost, which is good because, well, this card is only white. And destroy all creatures. Yeah. So that's pretty good. Wasn't there another card in here? Yeah, I guess this one's better because I got some enchantments in here that I want to use. So yeah. So this one is better than Sunskar and it's cheaper as well. But maybe I'll just use both. I'll use both of these to have some board wipes in here. That's going to be good. So, removing that. Yeah, really good. And removing this. And yeah. So there you go. That's the job done, man. And yeah. So that's enough about the white deck. It's pretty fun. It's a cool deck to play, and it's pretty cheap as well. And I also got all the bubbles heads in here, which makes it even more fun. So, but that's not what this stream is all about. We're going to talk about all about the board wipe deck that I've dabbled on for the last couple of months. And I bought a counter sort of thing, so I can count my cards, so I know I have 100 cards and I don't have more. So that's what this is for. So let's just start off then. There's a lot of lands in this deck, so I'm just going to go through them really quickly and explain this deck very quickly as well, I guess, because there's not many creatures or stuff going on in here. It's mostly lands, but you're going to understand the reasoning behind it when I go through it. So this is the first card then. It's Forest, yeah. And you should see the counter now. I've utilized the counter. Blue mana, yeah. Oh, it's the it's the wrong way. Sorry about that. Whoa, look at that. Oh well, okay. I guess it is what it is, guys. Okay, here's the mountain. Yeah, so that's another. It was actually easier to press it when it was the other way around, but okay, I guess I'll manage. And this stream, I'm drinking Fox Conti, yeah, to refresh myself up and keep my voice intact. Yeah. Cheers. The next card is a mountain, and that's good. I gotta do some explaining here though. Once Gathering Surveyor enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Yeah, so that's good. So I want things that get me lands quickly. That's the whole point of this deck, I guess. Felwar Stone. Add one of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. Pretty cool. So I get to do that. Yeah. And this is, well, I'm going to explain it in a moment, but this is part of the deck, why this deck exists. It's these gates here. Yeah, I explained it in my beta video, but I'm going to go through it. So I'm just going to skip through these gates now when I find them. But now you know that there's something coming up here, and I'm going to explain it to you. Gates, once again, and there's different gates with different names here. So, and they're all different, and they all produce 1 out of 2 lands that you can produce. They don't produce both, so you need to choose. So in this case, you tap it and you choose either forest or plains. Yeah. Normal mountain here. Nothing to see really. It's a mountain. Here, Dark Water Catacombs, it says. And here you pay 1 and you get 2. So, yeah. So I guess that's okay. Talisman of Dominance. So it adds 1 generic mana, but you can add water or no island or swamp. But it does do 1 damage to you if you do that. Yeah. And then there's this. Reshuffle your graveyard into your library. Remove Felon's Cane from the game. Really nice. So it sort of rejuvenates your whole deck. And here's a Mana Stone. And the kicker with this is that you can sacrifice it and draw a card. Which is pretty good. So if I don't need my Mana Stones anymore, I can just sacrifice them and draw a card. Which is nice. Dimir Aqueduct enters the battlefield tapped. When Dimir Aqueduct enters the battlefield, return land you control to its owner's hand. But this one produces 2 mana. 1 island and 1 swamp. So that's, well, it's epic stuff, man. Another one of these, it's island or swamp, but you can sacrifice it and you can draw a card. So that's pretty good. Forest. And then I got this. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Return target land card from your graveyard to your hand. As in this deck, lands will become a threat. And I'm going to explain that afterwards. But so I need to have some card retrieval or land retrieval from my graveyard. As long as they don't exile my land. If they do that, then I'm pretty screwed. Islands. And then we have this. Trample, landfall, whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Uran Reef Hydra. If that land is a forest, put 2 +1/+1 counters on Uran Reef Hydra instead. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna put this in my maybe pile. I got stronger cards now, which I bought on eBay. But I still gotta do this though. Island. This one is the same gig as the other one. You pay 1 and you get 2. So that's pretty awesome. Island. Yeah, you sacrifice it and it produces 1 or the other of mana. Add 1 to your mana pool. Target creature gets X +0 and gains trample until the turn. Which is awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Some draw card effects. Pretty good. Some more draw cards. Nice. Farewell. Pretty good board wipe here. You get to choose. So I can choose artifacts, creatures, enchantments, graveyards, everything. It's a good deal. To say the least, yeah. Fertile Thicket enters the battlefield tapped. When Fertile Thicket enters the battlefield, you may look at the top 5 cards of your library. If you do, reveal up to 1 basic land card from among them. Then put that card on top of your library and the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. Okay. So, okay. Not that good, but I guess it's better than nothing. Blossoming Sands enters the battlefield tap. When Blossoming Sands enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. Okay, so. Hour of Revelation costs 3 less to cast if there are 10 or more non-land permanents on the battlefield. Destroy all non-land permanents. So it's a board wipe kind of thing. Dark Steel Ingot is indestructible. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, which is also quite good. Swamp. If you would gain life, you gain twice that much life instead. I'm not too sure about this card, and my deck is not life-based, so I think I'll put it in my maybe pile. Find something else. Land, desert. Yeah, so I'm gonna cycle this card and draw a card. So that's pretty cool. It's nice to be able to draw cards. Here we have a plains, a pretty worn plains at that, but it's a plains nonetheless. Mystic Speculation, Scry 3. This is actually quite good, because you can do this indefinitely. It only costs 1, and you pay 2 more, and then you can do this indefinitely, because for the buyback cost, you just put it back in your hand. So then you can scry your library very efficiently and very effectively. This is a really underrated card here. It doesn't get enough praise. It should be used more in many decks. Enchantment Aura. Enchanted creature gets 2/2. Enchanted creature is unblockable as long as you control a gate, and I most certainly am. And we have this at the beginning of your each end step. If you gain life this turn, distribute up to that many +1/+1 counters among any number of other target creatures. I'm not too sure about this one either, to be honest. This is not a life-based deck here. I'm not basing it out on gaining a lot of life and outstanding my opponent with a lot of life. So this also gets added to my maybe pile, as it were. I got 40 cards now, according to this. Yeah. If I've been lucky enough to press this each time. Ravage Highlands and comes into play tapped. Add 1 mountain to your mana pool. Sacrifice Ravage Highlands. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Okay. Okay. So there's a bit of stuff going on there. Then we have this. When Deadbridge Chant enters the battlefield, put the top 10 cards of your library into your graveyard. Okay. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose a card at random in your graveyard. If it's a creature card, put it into the battlefield, or let's put it into your hand. Okay. Yeah, it might be good. Fun card. Forest. Yeah, another one of these again. You get to play lands. You have to pay 3 for it. Same with this. You pay 3. You get to have some mana. And you can sacrifice it if you need it anymore and draw a card. Evacuation, it says here. Return all creatures to the owner's hands. Pretty good. It's not a board wipe, as it were, but it's return all creatures to their hands kind of a thing. So, yeah, that's nice. Another gate. Vivid Marsh comes into play tapped with 2 charge counters on it. Add Swamp to your mana pool. Remove a charge counter from Vivid Marsh. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Okay. Not that impressive, but I guess it's fun. Whenever City of Brass becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to you. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Yes, I'm getting a little bit of damage, so I should probably have some life, as it were, in here. I don't know. Boris Guildgate enters the battlefield tapped. Yeah, it's a gate. Almost forgot about that. As choked Estray enters the battlefield, you may reel an island or swamp card from your hand. If you don't, choked Estray enters the battlefield tapped. Pretty basic. Forest. And here we have Arctic Flats completely tapped. Okay. Yeah, this one is a bit interesting, and I've used it in other decks as well. Defender, when Mnemonic Wall enters the battlefield, you may turn target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's pretty good. The wall is pretty much useless, but for that effect alone, it's, well, awesome. Destroy all creatures. Each player loses life equal to the number of creatures he or she controlled that were destroyed this way. Very good. Transguild Promenade enters the battlefield tapped. When Transguild Promenade enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you pay 1. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Yeah. So, that's pretty good. And then we have this. Also quite expensive. Skyne of Draco. This spell costs 2 less for each basic land type among lands you control. Flying. Each creature you control has vigilance. If it's white, hexproof if it's blue, lifelink if it's black, first strike if it's red, and trample if it's green. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. So here we go. That's how I'm getting life, man. Yeah. That answers that question. Tinder Farm comes into play tapped. Sacrifice Tinder Farm. It's a fun card though, but I don't know. It's pretty much useless, I guess. Oh well. It is there. Swamp. Yeah. Pretty good. It's a mono stone of some sort. Okay. Okay, here it comes. Here's the card that I've built this entire deck upon. Yeah. Maze's End enters the battlefield tapped. Add 1 mana to your mana pool. Okay. Return Maze's End to its owner's hand. Search your library for a gate card, put it into the battlefield, and shuffle your library. If you control 10 or more gates with different names, you win the game. So there we go, guys. I'm winning the game with this deck. And I've got 10 different gates in here with different names. So there we go. Planes. I'm gonna speed up a little bit now. It's a gate. Yeah. Dimir Signet, pretty good, but you pay 1 to get the nice round of applause. Choose any number of cards in your hand, set those cards aside, put an equal number of cards from the top of your library into your hand, then put the cards set aside in this way on top of your library in any order. This is also quite unappreciated, as it were. It's really good to just search your library for what you want and what you need. So, yeah, really good card. Gates. And then I got this Notion Rain, Surveil, then draw 2 cards. Notion Rain deals 2 damage to you. I'm going to put this in my maybe pile. Surveilling is not something I need in this deck. I don't want to remove cards and put it in my graveyards because I don't got much graveyard acquisition, as it were, in this deck. So, have no use for it. Gates. Mountain. This one is pretty good though. Each player discards a card from his or her hand. You may draw for each card discarded this way. So yeah, that fits the bill. I'm not sacrificing anything, putting it into the graveyard. I'm getting cards, and my friends are discarding cards. That's what I want. Destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost X or less. Very, very good. Another one of these stones. You pay 3. You get to place mana, either forest or an island. And if you don't need it anymore, you pay a forest and an island, and you sacrifice Simic Cluestone. But you get a card as a gift. Island. Ratchet Bomb. Okay, put a charge counter on Ratchet Bomb. Okay. Sacrifice Ratchet Bomb. Destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of Ratchet counter on Ratchet Bomb. It's a fun card. I can keep it, but if the creatures couldn't be resurrected this turn, then it would be better. Or wait, destroy each non-land permanent. So it's everything. It's not only creatures now. Then it's really good. Gonna keep that. Swamp. Okay, and then there's this. Search your library for a basic land card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. At the beginning of your end step, if you reveal, control 7 or more lands, transform Thematic Compass, and then it turns into this. Untap target attack creature and upon controls and remove it from combat. Yeah. So it's a defensive measure. Pretty good one at that. Swamp. Just a way to get more lands. Search the library up to 2 basic lands. Yeah. Put them into the battlefield, it says there. So it's pretty good. Search out for a basic land, put it into the battlefield tapped and shuffle the library. Okay. Oh well. It's a basic land, I guess. Swamp. Plains. Another gate. There's supposed to be 10 of them. I believe it is. Savage Twisted deals X damage to each creature. Yeah. It's okay. Plains. Enchanted land has pay 1 life, draw a card. Okay. Yeah. Mountain. And a forest. So that's 90 cards if I've done everything correctly. Okay. So you're probably wondering, but isn't there supposed to be 100 cards? Yes. You are correct. So that's why I bought many cards on eBay now, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to put in my deck, as it were, and I have not yet revealed my commander, which I did debate on. And you're going to help me with that, because I'm a bit torn on that. Don't really know. But my commander is between these two. It would be really cool to put this in there, because this guy's got protection from everything, and if he's put into a graveyard for some reason from anywhere, reveal per Genitus and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. So this guy just doesn't go away, does he? So yeah, unless he's exiled. But he's got protection from everything, so he really can't be exiled by anything at all. So this guy is a cool dude, and he's got all 5 colors, so yeah. But it's a bit expensive, and it will take a long time for me to get my commander out if I use this guy. So my alternative is this. Child of Alara, it says. Trample. When Child of Alara dies, destroy all non-land permanents. Non-land permanents. Okay, they can't be regenerated. Right. I guess I gotta use this. For some reason, I thought it said creatures, but it says permanents. So all permanents just die. It's gonna be hell, man, on earth when I play this commander. But okay. Right. So the only way to really counter this is to pacify him, because he doesn't have protection from everything, like Protagonist does, but he really doesn't do anything except that he's a 10/10 and he's got protection from everything. But I can't really enchant this creature with much. I got this though. Each creature you control has vigilance, so this would basically give Progenitus hexproof, lifelink, first strike, and trample. So yeah, there's that. But that can also happen with this guy, so I think I'll probably use this as my commander for this deck. But Progenitus, I haven't forgotten you, so you're also included in this deck, but not as the commander. If you die, you can just get shuffled in my library, so yeah. So that's 2 cards there. 92. What else we got in here? We got this pretty epic boots there, and it gives my creature haste, so pretty essential. And ward 1, so a quick toilet break, guys. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, then we got this, which of course gets added because, well, it's just an awesome card, and yeah, really good. And then we got this card. As Nevermore enters the battlefield, name an online card. The name card can't be cast, so I can stop Commander from entering the table, for example. So yeah. That's also quite nice. I'm gonna click that one more time. I don't think I clicked it last time. I believe this is pretty good. Because whenever land enters the battlefield, which there will be in this deck, create a 1-1 green insect creature token. If you control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Skewed Swarm instead. So yeah. So I'm gonna have endless swarms of this dude. If I've done my math correctly now, it says 97, so I can have 3 more cards. And that's a shame, because I really wanted to have more cards in here. But I have to have this. Of course, exploration. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. That's essential. I have to have this. Conflux, search level for a white card, a blue card, a black card, a red card, and a green card. Reveal those cards and put them into your hand and shuffle your library. I believe I have cards of each color in here. If not, then I need to check that out and make sure I do. And this one is pretty awesome. Destroy all tapped creatures until your next turn. Whenever a creature becomes tapped, destroy it. So, yeah. And that's 100 cards, guys. Yeah. I did have this. And I believe I can add this. And remove this. What do you think, guys? What should I do? Should I keep this or keep this? Because with this, well, no, I'm just gonna keep this because this is a one-time thing, I guess. But this one stays, and well, it's sort of is really good. So gotta keep that. Yeah. I did have these two. There's almost the same. This is Damnation. Destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated, or destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. Yeah. But I guess I can find other decks for these. Yeah, I believe so. So there you go, guys. That's my board wipe deck, as it were, with this commander as its leader. So it's pretty good. It's pretty devastating, but I'm hoping my friends won't hate me after I play this deck. Yeah. That's it. Thank you for watching. Please consider becoming a member of this channel. It really helps it out. And I get to do more of this stuff. And yeah, Magic the Gathering and all kinds of junk. And I also do some studio stuff on the side, music production, and yeah. Thank you to Big Boss and Sam Wall for being members of this channel. Love you both. Other than that, have yourself a really nice weekend. Take care. Bye bye.